Alright, hello everyone. Welcome into the stream. Sorry for not being live earlier, but now we are live for severe weather coverage. Alright, hello everyone. Okay, there we go. Should be able to hear me now. Sorry about that. Had a microphone issue, but we're good now. So this is a considerable damage threat for Lime-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds in the Lubbock, Texas region. So be sure you're moving your cars indoors, in garages, and you are seeking shelter because that hail will hurt and it'll be very damaging. We also have a 70-mile-per-hour wind, considerable severe thunderstorm warning, and a tennis ball size hail. So in if you are near the Prairie Chicken Wildlife Management Area or to the west of Morton, Texas, please be sure you are getting indoors inside a sturdy building. Hello, Jonathan Ritz. Thanks for tuning into the stream. So, right now, it looks like the chasers that we have here on Radar Omega are all on this storm near Lubbock. We currently have 0 tornado warnings. You can see tornado watches are shaded in the yellow boxes, so that includes Lubbock and Amarillo, Texas. And then down towards Fort Stockton and Carlsbad, New Mexico, you can see we have a severe thunderstorm watch. So that is not as severe as a tornado watch, but they come with the same threats. So on the tornado watch, the primary threat's tornadoes, but it also comes with hail and winds. But down here, they didn't have enough confidence for a tornado watch. So my main concern right now is this tennis ball sized hail near Richland, New Mexico. If you can't taste or smell anything, you might be sick. If you are, I hope you do feel better. So tennis ball size hail is the biggest warning we have right now. 2.5 inch. This is a short format for a couple things. It's a short format stream for a couple reasons. So we can spread the message of these weather events to more people. I've done some tests and they seem to be much less laggy, so that is good for the quality of the stream. And yeah, let me know what you think of these. What is the triangle thing? Are you talking about these polygons on the map? The weather alerts? We also have low latency enabled, so this stream is delayed. I can see in my OBS at about 6 seconds right now. We also have 60 frames per second instead of 30 on the normal format streams. 1080p 60. Normally we're streaming in 720p 30 FPS. So that is much better for the quality of the stream. But we should check our velocities on all these storms and see if we've got any rotation. Just like with this one on the line between Texas and New Mexico, we don't. We may have some rotation, not 100% sure what that is right now, but that's near Bellevue, New Mexico. Then here, we've got a lot of contamination over here near Lubbock, Texas. Not quite sure what that is, but looks a bit interesting here on reflectivity, so we're going to keep an eye on it. We've also had some severe weather in Dixie Alley today, so we have a special weather statement near LaGrange and Franklin, Georgia, so that's for 17 more minutes. 40-mile-per-hour wind, frequent cloud-to-ground lightning, and heavy rain with this storm. Also a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for another 2 minutes near Delongna, I believe. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. In Georgia, and Dawsonville, north of Dawsonville, for a quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Today, you can see it. VW. No, I did not. My trackpad makes like a squeak noise when I drag my fingers on it, which I'm doing when I zoom in and out. You're real funny. Okay, destructive storm. This has just been upgraded with baseball-sized hail, still 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So get away from windows if you are west of Morton, Texas. This is moving north-northeast. So north or west of Morton, Texas, you need to be in your safe spot. So if you are just tuning in, we have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning with the destructive tag. And that is on the state line between Texas and New Mexico for baseball-sized hail. So you need to be in your safe spot away from windows. This will destroy windshields, so be sure you are not driving any of your cars inside. But if you're already in this storm, don't worry about the cars, because it's much more important that you don't get injured. This is going to absolutely just kill all the vegetation. This tornado watch is in effect for another 1 hour and 30 minutes until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. You can see today's severe risk. It's the image in the top left, and enhanced, which is a 3 out of 5 risk. And then tomorrow, in a similar area of a marginal risk, and we'll probably see that upgraded to a slight risk. Currently, there's a 2% tornado risk with this. Maybe we'll see them at a 5%. I'm not quite sure what they're going to do. And then on day 3, we have a much larger marginal risk stretching from the Texas-Mexico border all the way up to the Canada border. That is a huge, very long marginal risk. And then a slight risk for central Nebraska and southern South Dakota. So that's day 3, that's Sunday. We have a special weather statement to the northeast of Jonesboro, Arkansas, near Piggott, Arkansas, and Kennett, Missouri. So wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour and half-inch hail with this storm. There is also a flash flood warning that we should mention that is near Fort Stockton, Texas. So these storms that have been moving through, if we go back on 75 frames, give this just a second to load. All of these thunderstorms that have been moving through have been producing heavy rainfall, especially in this area where they're nearly stationary at times. So that's 0.5 to 1.5 inches per hour rates. So turn around, don't drown, avoid flooded roadways. But I want to get back to our destructive severe thunderstorm warning. So one scan ago, we did have a pixel of above 70 dBz. This was 71. 2 scans ago, we had multiple pixels, 2 in fact, 71 and 70. So, very large hail. Let me actually get my mouse so when I use the trackpad, it doesn't make those noises. Be right back. We'll keep the radar on the destructive storm. There's the latest scan. Nothing above 70 dBz right now, thankfully. Be right back. Just a minute. Okay, I am back. I now have the mouse, so my trackpad will not make those annoying noises anymore. We are currently at 4 likes and 6 viewers. I would appreciate it if you could help me out by liking the stream and subscribing to the channel, but that is completely optional. Even just watching helps out. Okay. Okay, so getting back to this storm, baseball-sized hail, destructive severe thunderstorm warning, in effect for another 10 minutes. This will very likely be reissued. Also, lime-sized hail, which is still huge hail, even though it doesn't have the destructive tab, it can still destroy a lot. That one is west of Lubbock, Texas, kind of near the Reese Air Park, just to the northwest of there, over here. And 9 miles to the northwest of the Reese Air Park, and that storm is pretty much stationary and right by the radar. Not right by it, but pretty close. New special weather statement going out to the east of where we had our previous one. This includes Peachtree City, south of Atlanta, near East Point, South Fulton, Riverdale, Noonan, approaching Interstate 85. So, expires in 24 minutes, this one. 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts, frequent cloud to ground lightning, and heavy rain with this storm. If you do have any questions for your location, feel free to let me know in live chat. Please do keep all questions polite and respectful. Alright, so there is a new severe thunderstorm warning for this storm, and that has been downgraded to golf ball sized hail and increased to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. So I'd argue just as destructive of a storm still. So please be in your safe spots. It's too late to go outside and grab anything at this point if you are near Causey or Dora, New Mexico. You've got a minute if you're in Sudan, Texas, but do that quickly. We have some tennis ball sized hail, which is really big. I think we'll see them downgrade that. The hail is, it looks to be getting smaller with each scan. Let's see. I hit 30 scan, or 30 frames. We'll try 75, I guess. Just give it a second to load. Okay. Alright, so there's our storm. Yeah, the hail is definitely getting smaller. You can see how much activity there was. If I go a couple scans back, this is about 10 scans back. Look how big that hail is over here. And then as it progressed northeast, it definitely decreased. So they'll probably be able to drop that golf ball sized hail tag. I'm assuming they'll put it at quarter size or $half size if they do reissue that severe thunderstorm warning. Sorry about that. I hope you all can still hear me. Alright, we should be good. My second display disconnected. We have a special weather statement. I believe this is new. This was issued, 5 minutes ago. So, new special weather statement near Carlsbad Caverns National Park. I don't know what radar to use there. Oh, Midland would be the best one. So, looks like for some heavy hail, it's hard to tell with storms this far away from the radar site. This is the closest one, and it is over 145 miles away. So, we don't have the best idea of what's going on with this storm. Might be a good idea for them to issue a severe thunderstorm warning out of pure caution. But for now, we have this special weather statement for wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour and nickel-sized hail. Okay, so we no longer have a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. This hail is decreasing in size, but still golf ball sized hail and 60 mile per hour wind tag with a considerable damage threat to the east northeast by about 12 miles from Bellevue, New Mexico, now in Texas. So that storm is now in Texas, about 28 miles to the north, or to the west of Hereford, not 100% sure how you say it. If you do know, let me know in the live chat. So, once again, a tornado watch is in effect from just north of Amarillo, Texas, all the way. This also includes Hobbs, New Mexico, Portales, or Clovis, New Mexico, all the way down south towards Lubbock and Brownfield, Texas. So that's in effect until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time for another hour and 18 minutes. And then this severe thunderstorm watch is also in effect for another hour and 17 minutes until 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Since our main threat right now with these storms is hail, I'm not sure how much longer we will be live, because the hail activity in terms of the size of the hail does seem to be decreasing as of now. If we do get something very concerning, I will come back. We're not ending the stream now, but I'm just letting you all know. I'm not sure how much longer we'll be live. Looks like we do have some pretty big hail to the south of Broadview, New Mexico. That is currently warned for half dollar size, which is 1.25 inches. So seek shelter away from windows. Be sure to avoid roadways, because that will, or it has the potential to damage your windows. We are rapidly going down in the hail size on our previously destructive severe thunderstorm, which is not near any cities, thankfully, near County Road 16 in Texas, though. So that is warned for golf ball size hail. It was previously baseball size, but I think they will be able to drop that to quarter size, or maybe not even reissue it very shortly, unless we do see that hail size increase again. Thank you to whoever just liked the stream. I appreciate it. If you are just tuning in, we are doing live severe weather coverage. We have a level 3 out of 5 enhanced risk of severe weather for portions of West Texas and extreme eastern New Mexico. If you do have any questions for your specific location, feel free to ask in the chat. Welcome in new viewers. If you would like to support the channel, I do have a PayPal. It helps pay for subscriptions like Radar Omega and Radar Scope. PayPal is completely optional, but that is at Mr. Twister YT. You can also catch it up here. It shows the ad every once in a while on the blue text over here. So that does help out. Hey Twister, can you give me a rundown of what I'm looking at for your visit to Springfield? I'm assuming you mean Springfield, Missouri. So we can take a look at the models a little bit later. I don't have them pulled up right now. But in terms of severe weather outlooks, tonight Springfield is just south or just north of the general thunderstorm risk. Tomorrow they're in the general thunderstorm risk. And then, so 3 general thunderstorm risk days in a row. I can get some models pulled up over here really quickly. Oh. Don't want to show that. I'm working on the more video, so gotta hide my Google. Don't want any spoilers to that. But let me get GFS pulled up or something. Sorry if there were loud typing sounds. The microphone is in the computer. So let's get this on regional. We'll hit Ohio Valley. Okay, so Springfield's right around there, keep in mind. Okay, so tomorrow, this doesn't reflect the intensity of storms very well, but tomorrow, Sunday, or no, that's Sunday, the 6Z. So I think that's Sunday evening between 8 and 10 p.m. So could see some showers then. Then what are your thoughts on enhanced risk in Oklahoma, or maybe moderate? If models show cat breaking and tons of supercells, ingredients are definitely there. 70 dews in Tulsa. Yeah, those are some pretty insane dew points. Do you know which day you're talking about a moderate for? Are you talking about... Let's see. I'm assuming you're talking about... either day 3 or day 4. Sunday or Monday. Day 4. Yeah, I don't want to say what risks I think is possible. I'm not sure if they'll see a moderate, but I'm not going to say it's impossible. Because right now, they're already under... I have it pulled up on my second screen. They're already under the 15%, which is a slight risk, and they may extend them into the enhanced risk, which is the 30%. I'm sure you know that. So that's what you're looking at in Springfield. Hopefully that helped. Do you know when you'll be there? Because it looks like on Sunday they may see some precipitation. I don't know why it took us back here. But Saturday, I think you should be good. Mainly Sunday into Monday. I want to check in on these severe thunderstorm warnings. This one's still warned for golf ball size. It does look like we're seeing that go up a little bit. Some more pink pixels on the radar. We've been live for 29 minutes. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be able to be live, but we'll be live for as long as we can. This was sort of a brief stream. Iowa looks like a huge wind threat and QLCS tornado threat, and Oklahoma and Kansas are going to be dependent on whether the cat breaks. Yeah, I think you're right about that. We're just going to have to wait and see if the cap does break, because that will be the deciding factor of how strong those storms are and their ability to rotate and produce tornadoes. We should read the Storm Prediction Center text for day 4. Okay, so there's our risks, by the way. Day 4, strong mid-level jet streak will move rapidly northeastward. Let me look at chat really quick. Okay. A strong mid-level jet. Let me make it so that you all can see this. Gotta zoom it into the middle. A strong mid-level jet streak will move rapidly northeastward from the southwest to the upper Midwest Monday. As this occurs, a surface low will deepen to the northern Great Lakes. Strong southwesterly flow, tropospheric flow will advance high air north word across the Midwest. So isolated to scattered supercells are likely from the southern plains into Kansas. So we do have the potential for some isolated storms. Rob, I am live from Colorado. But our coverage area, where we're covering right now, is Texas and New Mexico, but mainly Texas right now. Okay, we have tennis ball sized hail. This is just below a destructive severe thunderstorm tag, 70 dBz, 72. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 dBz's pixels of very large hail. Sorry. Didn't know what I was trying to say. I was trying to think of a plural for dBz, because it's not a word technically. I probably will be as well, Weston, just because I'm curious. Because right now, the day 3 is a marginal stretching from the Texas-New Mexico border, or Texas-Mexico border, not New Mexico, sorry, all the way up to the Canada border with North Dakota and Minnesota. And then that slight risk is centered on Nebraska and extreme southern South Dakota. Unfortunately, I do have to end off the live stream here, but thank you all so much for tuning in. Hope to see you all in the next one. If you enjoyed, be sure to like the stream and consider subscribing to the channel. Just one last quick update. Heavy hail approaching Muleshoe and Earth, Texas. So bring your cars inside and get on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, away from windows, and just protect yourself from that very large hail, because that is going to easily destroy stuff. So peace out, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to the stream, and I hope to see you all in the next one.